Good, happy Saturday, everyone. I'm Riley King, and welcome to this special right here on the Riley King Network. No clear favorite, rain make for unpredictable Kentucky Derby. Let's take a listen to this video from NBC Boston. Okay, and there you go on that video. Todd Pletcher will settle 3 horses in the Kentucky Derby, a race that features no clear favor and a chance of early rain. The 20-horse field for Saturday's Kentucky Derby lacks a dominant runner. Classic Empire is the 4-1 pre-race choice. 2 horses, Always Dreaming, and McCracken are the co-second choices at 5-1. Toss in the threat of early rain in the day, which could soak up well-dressed race-goers wearing fancy hats, and it makes all for the most unpredictable Derby. Post time is about 6:50 p.m. Pletcher will run 5-1, Shot Always Dreaming 20-1, and Tap Rider 30-1. Patch, the one-eyed horse, Pletcher is 1-45 in the Derby. With no left eye, Patch will only see the crowd as he breaks from the far outside spot in the gate. Jockey Tyler Goughlin figures to hustle him over to the rail to save ground as the field makes its way to the traffic-choked first turn. Steve Osman also has 3 runners, and they're all long shots, 15-1. Hance, 20-1. Lucky at Lee, 30-1. Untrapped. He is winless in 15 ties and the only hole in the Hall of Fame resume. The Kentucky Derby would look really good to add to the list, he said. Don't look for time winner Bob Baffert. The white-haired trainer doesn't have a horse this year, but like everyone else, he has an opinion. The rain is predictable to end hours before the race goes off in the early evening. The last Derby run on and off track was 2013 when Orb splashed home in front. Favorites have won the Derby the past 4 years, the longest such streak since the 1970s. Snorter will try to overcome that bit of history. He's 0 for 10 in his career. He would be just the fourth Madden and the first since Brooker's tip in 1933 to wear the rose. Classic Empire sure looked like the early Derby favorite last year when he won the Breed's Cup Juvenile and was named 2-year-old champion. He made his third-year debut with a third-place finish in the Holy Bull Stakes in February. Then came 2 more months off caused by hoofs and back injury. Twice the Bay Colt didn't want to train. Always Dreaming had been frantic in the morning workouts leading up to the Derby. In an effort to harness the colt's energy, Pletcher switched to longer reins, and Always Dreaming resisted. He has since calmed down, and John Valkyries will be in the saddle Saturday to lend an experienced hand. Gravin has battled a quarter crack in his right front hoof that limited his workouts. Trainer Joe and his assistant wife, former jockey Rosa, had the colt swimming and hissing a hyperbaric chamber to make the race. Governor Gunnerver's trainer, Antonio, was kidnapped twice in his native Valcalaz before relocating his family to Miami. Jockey Javer, also from the Violence Wreck Nation, is trying to snap an 0 for 10 skid in the Derby. Gunnever is the cheapest horse in the field. He was brought for $16,000 at auction. Thunder Snow carries the hopes of Godfic Racing, which is owned by Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum. He's the ruler of Dubai. The stable is winless in 9 previous Derby attempts. Horses coming from the pace often get dirty kicked in their faces for the first time. And again, post time is about 6:50 p.m. Eastern Time. Hopefully you will watch the Kentucky Derby on NBC. And I'll be watching as well. And that does it for my pregame post coverage of the Kentucky Derby. Have a great rest of your Saturday. Bye, everyone.